Hey people, Link here, how are we doing? So in this video we're going to be looking at the mean green machine himself, the Hulk. Now he is probably one of the best free-to-play defenders in Marvel Mystic Mayhem, and I say free-to-play because everyone gets him. His kit is all about healing up and keeping enemies under control, which makes him super reliable. But what really makes him shine is his mobility. Being able to leap at enemies is super handy, plus for a tank he dishes out some pretty decent area of effect damage, so he definitely earns his spot as a top pick. Now his passive, Gamma Slam, is when there's no enemies around, he jumps to the nearest enemy and deals percentage damage to his max health as a special damage to adjacent enemies. This is just a start why his kit is simple and effective. Jump in, smash stuff, stun enemies, throw some debuffs and heal up. Nothing too fancy, and that's exactly why he's so good. He's easily to pick up, strong right out the gate, and can carry the team from start to finish without much hassle. Which brings us on to his ultimate, Heal. So this deals special damage to nearby enemies and recovers HP, gains regeneration for 10 seconds. So this is a decent regen, keeping all enemies at bay, and this can be very handy, especially useful against bosses or when taking on a challenge of some of the trial of Vishantis. His debuff Shockwave hits hard and comes with a nice bonus. It slaps a debuff on enemies that cuts their damage. Try to aim it at heavy hitters to take the edge of their attacks. It also dishes out big area of effect damage, so it's great for wiping out groups or weaker enemies at the same time. And lastly, we have the Fearsome Flip. This is great for dealing solid damage and knocking enemies back, giving your team some breathing room. It's also super handy for pushing enemies out of regen zones or out of buff areas, so don't sleep on this skill. For his bonus and attack, it's all about making him just that bit stronger. You've got the strongest there is. For every 1000 max health, attack increases by 20 up to 700. That's huge. You've got Hulk Smash, which deals a percentage of Hulk's attack as special damage and increases per level. You've got the Gamma Rampage, deals 20% more damage in the regeneration status. Pretty handy also. And lastly, you have Leave Hulk Alone, which when there are no other allies nearby, he takes 10% less damage. All pretty nice. The best artifacts for Hulk are the ones that boost his max HP and skill damage. More health means more survivability. The stronger the skills are, help him hit even harder. So you have the Asgard Shield to increase his defense by 10%. You've got the Force Field Glove to increase his HP by 10%. Now these two are probably the best to put on until you get like a legendary piece, like the Gungnir. But there's also the Gamma Mutation, which increases energy generation by 20%. That's also helpful if you can get some extra HP and defense skills on the artifact. It can be pretty decent. Now for highlight cards that suit the big man, you want to focus on health and defense. You've got Light in the Darkness, which is the easiest one to get, and this increases the defense. You've also got Monster Within, one of the best cards made for Hulk. This increases his health by 16%, and enemies adjacent to him deal 8% less damage to the wearer. There's also Stand Strong, another decent pick. This increases the health also by 16%, but for each ally near the wearer, they take 10% less damage. And last, you have the Blessing of Vishanti, where if you're lucky enough to get this legendary, it will certainly work well in the Hulk. This increases the health by 10% after using their ultimate move, also gains shield equal to 10% of their HP, and they deal 8% more damage and take 8% less damage while they have shield. So this is very sweet, but also very rare. So my final thoughts: for a free to play character, Hulk really pulls his weight. Just drop him right at the front when the match starts. He will charge straight into battle and hold the line for your team. As a defender, he soaks up damage, keeping enemies busy, and heals himself to keep him in the battle for a long time. Thanks to this solid kit, it fits into a bunch of team comps and is always a reliable pick that you can count on to perform. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like, subscribe and drop a comment below and let me know if you're a fan of Hulk. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.